I remember when I was a kid, we used to have like this really big backyard that was kind of like it was so weird. It was like all the grass and like all the like, my play sets and stuff. If you kept going, there was like these woods.
I live between two neighborhoods called Forgotten Bottom and Devil's Pocket, which, if you look on the map, I promise are real places.
I used to memorize entire maps of the cities because since we didn't know anyone, we had to be able to walk back to our homes.
For the first few years, we had French accents. We were the only ones in our school who had a different accent of any kind. So that made us stand out. And of course, children growing up don't like to stand out.
I didn't have any siblings or pets. It was just me, my mom, and my dad, and us against the world. And everything was new. We didn't have anything in Germany.
I was very tiny because I remember the height I was looking at, and it was just so near to the floor.
I don't know if this was real, but I clearly remember these giant dinosaur animatronics. It could have just been dinosaurs standing still and my imagination going wild, but I specifically remember just being a tiny little kid and having these dinosaurs tower over me, and it was it was incredible and overwhelming.
There was this huge dead fish that had washed up, and my cousin had the brilliant idea that he would save my grandmother the trouble of making supper and bring the fish for supper.
And there was this dog at the top of the TV. It was so cute. So I just picked it up. And I guess my tiny brains thought, no, this is mine now.
I have 2 dogs, a cat, I have shrimp, a snake, we have a tortoise and a hedgehog. We grew up with pets.
There was a summer where I was obsessed with bugs, especially grasshoppers. And I think I ended up collecting like 70. And I tried to keep them all in a tank and tried to keep them all alive, being the key word, but they all died.
As a child, I believed that animals or insects were, past relatives that had died. So there was this butterfly that came to sit on my foot, and my aunt had just passed away. She was my favorite aunt. And I cried because I really believed it was her.
I remember being 6. And one day, my mom told me, the night before, hey, I'm gonna be going to work. I'll be back in the morning. But when morning came, my mom wasn't there. And I waited by the staircase in front of the door for my mom to come home. But she didn't.
There was like these woods, and I just remember going back there and just feeling like I was in another world.
I have really fond memories of the summer being in bed because it was my bedtime, but it's still being light outside and hearing, kind of people outside, kids laughing or people talking and bikes and the kind of the cool breeze coming in from the window because my bed was right underneath it and my blankets, and just being very that it relaxes my whole body to just think about it because it was just nice.
And just watch TV and just read and just really put myself in the shoes of the people that I was reading about or watching on TV. It was very lonely. But I would go back there and I would just like make up these stories and pretend I was somebody different. Yeah, I haven't thought about that since that happened. And that was a frequent for me, like going outside when I was younger. It was such an escape from what was going on inside of the house.